Now, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we did a segment on SaaS sales tactics that are dead in 2025 and what you can do instead. Now, in part one, we covered spray and pray emails, bans, hard close discounts, the always be closing mindset, and feature dump demos. If you missed it, visit the channel and give it a watch. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to dig into 5 more tactics that are still being preached out there on LinkedIn by so-called gurus. And in reality, they're killing your chances. So we're going to give you alternative plays. Let's jump into it. Number 1, cringe cold call openers. Now, the advice out there at the moment on LinkedIn is start with a pattern interrupt, be different. You guys have all heard this before, right? The reality is being different isn't the same as being effective. Yeah, buyers don't want theatrics. They want clarity. So here's a dead giveaway, right? Lines like, can I have 27 seconds of your time? They've been overused and done to death now. Yeah, we need to be a bit smarter, a bit savvier. Here's what I want you to do. Straightforward, respectful openers that show relevance. Hey, Sarah, I know you're busy, so I'll be super brief. I saw your CFO just announced a cost-cutting program. Can I share how we helped a similar company cut vendor costs? Now, obviously, where I put similar company, add in a company, a potential competitor if you can, if you have the ability to do so. Make it as relevant as possible. Number 2, LinkedIn spam. The advice is automate LinkedIn outreach. Yeah, the more connection requests you send, the more leads you'll get, blah, blah, blah. Look, everyone's inbox is full. They're full of fake friendly connection notes. People are trying different methods, but fundamentally prospects are not stupid. They can see through your attempts, right? Because you're going to then follow up and try and pitch them. It doesn't build trust. It gets you blocked, all right? Saw your profile, let's connect, or saw we're in the same space, let's connect, whatever it might be. And then you're going to follow it up with, hey, notice X, Y, and Z, thought we should book in 15 minutes to calendar. When's good for you? Or something along those lines. That is not the way to build any sort of relationship with your future prospect. And it's also no way of building any credibility, right? Here's what you need to do instead. Strategic engagement. Comment on their posts. Yeah. Add insights to the conversation. Share something genuinely useful before you DM. By the time you message them, you've already then built a little bit of credibility. Number 3, over-reliance on templates. The advice, just copy this script or email template. It's a proven playbook. Okay. What happens in reality? Templates are always ever changing, right? They get burnt out fast. If you can Google it, so can your prospect. They've already seen it 100 other times across 10 different inboxes. Personalization tokens that aren't personal. They are a dead giveaway. I see you're based in X, Y, and Z city. Yeah, thanks. That's just amazing. Groundbreaking stuff, right? What works instead is using frameworks, not templates. Start with a structure, personalize that structure with relevance that actually matters, guys. Yeah. Like the latest funding round, layoffs or leadership change or hiring process they're going through. These are things that what's going to cut through, because guess what? It's what's important to them right now. That all starts with doing a little bit of due diligence. Number 4, chasing ghosts forever. Keep following up until you get a yes or no. Persistence wins. Make sure you follow up until you get a close. Close won, close lost. Yes, you don't want to leave opportunities up there in the ether or out there in the ether, but equally, there's wasting life, right, on a deal that you know is never going to close. Endless just checking in emails don't win business. They make you look needy. Following up 15 times over 3 months with 0 new value added is a dead giveaway. You're on a hiding to nothing. Now, what do you want to do instead? Disqualify with confidence. What do I mean by that? If the timing's off, address it. Just say it, right? Because you end up saying it when you get off the phone, don't you? That's when you say the truth. Now I want you to do it whilst you're on the phone to them. Sounds like this isn't a priority right now. Totally fine. I'll circle back in Q3. In the meantime, here's a resource we created on Relevant XYZ Challenge. You exit gracefully and you stay top of mind. And you are the industry professional they will reach back out to if and when they need you. Number 5, we talked about this. This is the running theme of today's pod. Pipeline stuffing. The bigger the pipeline, the better. Add everything into Salesforce. This is a common misconception that sales reps have. And what happens when you do that? You build up fake confidence because you got fake pipeline. It's not real. It's just a bloated bunch of opportunities. Oh yeah, look, I've got 500K in pipeline this month. Yeah, all well and good. How much of it is actually genuine? Because all you're doing is wasting your time, wasting leadership's time, and you are going to sooner or later end up closer to the exit door because you're not closing what you thought you were going to close. Adding every conversation you have as an op, even when there's no pain, no project, you've got no chance. Let me say that again. Adding an opportunity when you've got no pain, no project, you've got no chance of closing it. Ruthless qualification is what we preach. Keep a leaner pipeline of actual real opportunities, guys. Multi-threaded ops, yeah? They're tied to active business initiatives with champions who really care. Quality beats quantity every time. You've all heard countless stories of sales rep A and sales rep B, and sales rep B had a ton of pipeline and whatever else, and they committed so much every month, yet they fell so far short because their forecasting was way off. Meanwhile, salesperson A had a fifth of the pipeline, but it was strong, relevant, and they closed out 5x more business than sales rep B. Don't be sales rep B. Be sales rep A. So let's recap part 2 of SaaS sales tactics that don't work anymore in 2025 and what you need to be doing. Cringe cold call openers. Is now a bad time, or can I borrow 27 seconds of your time? These pattern interrupts prospects are used to. They're hearing them. They're pasted all over LinkedIn. They can see it for themselves. If you can see it, they can see it. Just be super authentic, super direct. You're ringing people out of the blue. You know they're busy. So address it to them. Tell them, listen, I know you're busy. Yeah, it makes them feel validated that you understand them a bit more. Yeah. Hey, Sarah, look, I know you're busy, so I'm going to keep it super brief. I've just seen the mandate from your CFO. I think this will be super useful. Do you mind if I share this with you? We did this with competitor XYZ. Get to the point, but be authentic, be genuine, be human. LinkedIn spam. We've discussed this. We need to take a more strategic approach. Don't just connect with everyone, send a quick message, and then half an hour later ask for a meeting. That is a no-no in today's age, and really just should never have been an option in the first place. Over-reliance on templates. We need structure that we can personalize. What's important to them right now? Not, hey, I see you live in London. I live in London too. Shall we connect? No, we need to make it relevant. I've seen you going through a hiring spree at the moment. How's that going to impact your onboarding and your customer success teams? Because what we're finding is with X, Y, and Z is when they had a 20% increase in headcount, their customer success team was overloaded. Do you have onboarding measures and frameworks in place to counter this? This is forward thinking. You're offering them value based on something that's happened to a similar company of theirs, right? Chasing ghosts. Stop following up, just checking in, all of that. Walk away with confidence if you have to. Sounds like this isn't a priority for you right now. Sounds like priorities have shifted. If so, not a problem at all. Let me know so I can shift mine accordingly. Pipeline stuffing. Bloated pipelines. Do not go into 2026 with a bloated pipeline full of fake ops. Be honest to yourself and stop lying to yourself and your leadership team and everyone else around you. Be ruthless with your pipeline. Work on the premise that 50% at least of your pipeline is absolute rubbish. Open up your pipeline now. Go through every op. Do they all have the same notes? Do they all sound the same? Do they all sound generic? Do they all have pain points? If not, it's not pipeline. If your manager points to one of them and starts reading the notes and you don't know what the op is, guess what? It's probably not an op. Be ruthless, okay? All of these tactics are dead. The top reps in 2025, they know this. Prospects do not reward gimmicks. They don't reward theatrical displays. Yeah, and they don't reward bloated activity. They reward relevance, insight, and impact. That is how you win today. And guys, if you found that useful, then check out my 50 best personal discovery questions I've put together based on tons of experience, right? I've been in this industry for over 10 years. It's free. The link is in the description. Download your copy now. You will be able to, I guarantee, use at least half of them across all of your ops today. Right. Short and sweet. That's it for another week of the SaaS Sales Misfit podcast. I hope you found all of that super useful. I want you to start implementing it today. Get the right habits in place. We're in the final quarter of the year. This is the final stretch. This is make or break time, guys. There's some crucial takeaways that you need to implement. You're not going to be able to implement everything that I've gone over with you today. I know that. Take the key bits that you can, even if you can take 20%. Implement it in your habits, implement it in your day-to-day. You will see a difference. Now, guys, those of you that have been watching my previous podcasts, I want feedback. If you've implemented any of the tactics that I've mentioned or anything that we've spoken about over the podcasts, I want to know feedback. Drop it in the comments below. I will personally respond to every single comment. Let's create this community, because we need to stick together if we're going to survive 2025 and then thrive in 2026. The market in SaaS has never been tougher. You know this, I know this. So let's work together and skill up together. And guys, if you've stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Please give the video a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of my content, click on this video right here and I'll see you in there.